Hey yo, welcome back to another video. It's your boy Double A. Today we're going to be talking about the watch list for tomorrow. What stocks am I going to be looking at to trade? Before we get started, please like this video, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff to help support the channel and so we can grow the community. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers fast. Now, without further ado, let's go. First thing you want to look at right here is the SPY. What's the SPY doing? Now, let's check out the daily first. Here, new highs for the S&P 500. Sometimes I like to look at SPX as well, but they're essentially the same thing. They move very identical. So, another all-time high close for the overall market. Now, if we look at the intraday action, we see here that it kind of, it pushed up, but then it just moved sideways. So, I got a couple of alerts here. One at 462 level and another one at around that 460 level right there. So anything in between that, I'm not really going to touch S&P 500 at all. In terms of other stocks though, not all stocks follow the overall market. Tesla, for example, here are the levels that I have for it. It chopped today, but I was able to make some money on it because it was a pretty wide chop. It was a pretty wide range. As you can see here, the drops were like $30. So even though it moved sideways, Tesla's been that much of a monster where even it moving in a chop, you could have, sold the resistance and bought the support all day. But what I'm watching for technical analysis wise for Tesla is here you have somewhat of a shooting star. So under 1146 confirms really bearish activity, and that's what I'm going to be watching. That's why I want to have an alert set up over there. And I might buy some. It might not be a good idea to buy anything in that range. However, if I do have a bearish confirmation, whether it's moving average or a critical level, which we'll get into in another video about technical analysis, but if it's holding under 1172 or 1162 or 1154, I might start buying puts early. But the big play would be if Tesla breaks under 1145. I think sooner or later the Tesla bulls are going to give up. People are going to stop FOMO buying, and then people are going to start FOMO selling and lock in profit before they lose it. So with Tesla here being so high away and so far away from its 50 SMA, another 50-point pullback is not unreasonable. I think Tesla tomorrow or by the end of the week could go back under 1100. Unless this shenanigans continues, and then over 1210 I'm going to try to get some calls, right? But anything here I am not touching. So under here 1150s, 1140s, I'll be looking to get some puts on Tesla. Another stock that also formed a shooting star is Spotify. So Spotify under 296 can have another push down to maybe 290s, or maybe if it crashes badly, maybe 285. So that's what I'm watching for Spotify. Another stock that I'm really interested in that also doesn't follow the overall market is Zoom. So this blue line right here, this is the 50 SMA, which is a very, very key level in terms of the daily. So if it goes above to 287, not only is it going to be making a higher high, but for the first time since August, it's going to be above the 50 SMA. So there you could have, bears potentially covering. You can have bulls go long there. So Zoom, I'm watching Zoom over 287, which is why I have a couple of alerts there. And I'll put another one just to be sure. So Zoom, I'm watching over 287. Next stock, to short Zoom, I don't think I'll want to short it unless it goes maybe under 269-ish. Not trying to short Zoom. Next stock up is AMD. AMD pushed very hard today. Could have been an easy play over 125 to the all-time high. What we see here is that it rejected the all-time high on the dot at 128. It went like 40 cents higher and came right back down. So a couple of things that I'm watching here. I'm going to see if it could go above 128.46. If it breaks that, it could potentially run up another couple dollars. But to the downside, it's going to be hard to play the downside here. However, if you have a tight stop loss, it'll be fine. So the rejection of this 128 level, or even if it goes under 127.2, I'd like to get in with puts, and then with a stop loss maybe at 127.5 or 0.8. You know, what I don't want to do is get puts here and then hold it all the way as it pushes up and then just keep holding the puts, right? So that's what I'm watching for AMD. The levels on AMD, long over 128.50, but if it can't hold the 127 level, look for it to go back to 126, 125, you know, catch it on the way down. Next up is NVDA, which also did an all-time high today as well. Went to almost 267 and then kind of moved sideways from 12 o'clock. How I'm looking to play NVDA is a short under 261, which would be under the most recent low, and then it would potentially be breaking this trend line right here that I drew from the hourly, just connecting these. Once it goes here, it'll be giving up the moving average. So under 261, I'm gonna try to catch it to 259, and would not play calls on this until it breaks the all-time high, which I'll have here I'll be notified by having alerts. All right, that's pretty much it. That's all I'm watching today. To recap, Tesla, Spotify, Zoom, AMD, and NVIDIA. And of course, SPX, if it can't hold 4,600, looking to get some puts under 4620s if it can't hold, with a tight stop loss somewhere over 4620. So it could be 4625 or 4630 as a stop. Well, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching. See you on the next video. Let me know what else you want to watch. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Help support the channel. I appreciate you watching.